favorite rider when I was little? Dude, MC back in the day was just the man. Bleach blonde hair, spiked, the big chains. I was all about it. I mean, I look back and look at pictures and I'm just like, that was sick. The 90s.
Favorite rider was growing up was probably RC, you know, McGrath. Those were two badass guys that I liked. So you were saying, did I do anything to look like them when I was little? And when you asked me, I said no, we were too poor, couldn't afford any of the cool stuff. So the only thing I did was hop on my Z50 and rip up the yard for, shoot, from when I was 6 years old, and just every day after school I'd go home and rip up the yard and had nice grooves from those big fat Z50 tires. It was pretty rad actually.
My hero growing up was Ricky Johnson. No, I don't think I ever tried dressing like him. We didn't really have computers back then to see what they were doing and stuff. And now kids get on the computers and they see everything. It's like little 10-year-olds or 20-year-olds now. Yeah. They're all grown up. But no, my hero was Ricky Johnson and David Bailey. But I never tried dressing like them or anything.
When I was a kid racing, the only person I really looked up to was Jeremy McGrath. He was my hero. I guess like everybody, like I always loved watching film from the races and magazines, and I don't have like good style, so I don't say that I emulated anybody, but I just wanted to ride motorcycles, live the dream, and do what I'm doing today, so I feel pretty fortunate, and I still have grandpa style, so I don't know, I guess I didn't study enough.
When I was little, probably about 7 or 8 or 9, you know, I was pretty into Jeremy McGrath. You know, he was a good racer, on top, winning everything, and obviously as a kid, you know, you look up to somebody like that, you want to be like him. But I actually got the Fox gear, and it was kind of like a red pinkish look, you know, it kind of had like a pink look to the pants and the gear, and I thought it was the coolest set of gear I ever had. And you know those sayings, when you look good, you usually feel good, so I felt like I looked really good, and probably didn't look that good out on the track, but I felt good.
So when I was little, I was going racing Perry-Bercy with my 65, where I remember I was doing 1 lap, and the big rider was David Villemin, and he was a really big star in France, and he was racing in the US, and he was doing good. So that was my favorite before when I was really young, and now he's my friend. I mean, he's living in Murrieta, not far from me, and I'm living in Corona, so it's nice. We are friends. So when I'm thinking back, and then I look back, and it's huge. You know, I was a big fan of David, and I have like 3 or 4 gears from him, and it's really cool.
When you were little though, did you ever like try to do anything to be like him? Like, did you ever wear the same gear, or?
Yeah, I remember my sponsor was Fox, and David Villemin was wearing Fox too, and then I got the same gears, the orange gear. I remember that, and I was so happy because I had the same gear as him. But about style, you know, David was really tall, and I was really little, so there was a big difference between me and him. But no, I didn't really want to be like him. Just try my best, and it was just my favorite pill. Yeah.
My hero when I was growing up was McGrath. I mean, it was always McGrath, and I did have, when that 98 No Fear gear came out, whenever he was on Chaparral Yamaha, I did get a couple sets of that, and I think I got a belt helmet too, so I tried to be like him for a little while until I got my own sponsors and started racing, and doing well enough to get sponsors and some help.
You know, honestly, probably at the time, my hero was probably Bradshaw back in the day, because, you know, I grew up with Ricky, and obviously he was a bad dude, but I didn't know what he was going to be, like who he is now, and, you know, I always wanted to be like Ricky just because he was my idol growing up, but Bradshaw was the guy that was in the pros that was like the bad dude, so I never really did anything but like be just like him, but I just was like, I need to be like that, like on the track, like, and I guess they say I am. I'm the mean one on the track, so.
Well, I mean, when I grew up, mid-90s, how could you not like McGrath? So that was my guy. So I tried to ride like him. You know, I don't know how well I did, but I tried.
What if I don't want to give this guy a bunch of credit? He's already got he's already cocky.
It's alright. We can bleep his name out.
It was Fro. I gotta be honest. I loved Fro, dude. And I really loved RC. RC bummed me out though one time when I was young. Yeah. And there you go. Thanks, Will. Yeah, RC bummed me out. Like he cool guyed me at one of the races, so it bummed me out on him for a while, but I still loved him. I don't know, man. I think when I was young and like on 60s and really coming through, I wanted to be pro. I'd act like him. Like in my mind, I simulated like an outdoor moto, and like I won one on the day. I fully simulated, and yeah, I wanted to be a pro.
Did you walk around sticking your chest out like him?
I wasn't as tough guy as him, no. But and I didn't party like that or anything. Not then, you know.
Who was it?
I didn't have any motocross heroes.
No?
No, it was more like surfers or like Aussie Ride or something. That guy's awesome. And he just does crazy stuff. Or, I don't know, my brother was my hero, I guess. Deep. He's awesome.
Did you ever do anything to try to be like him?
Of course, all the time. That's how I did my dumbest things.
What's that?
That's how I did my dumbest things.
But what did you do? I'm talking about like wear the same gear or...
No, I've never really been a follower like that, I guess.
You're a leader.
I'm a leader. I take little bits from everybody and put them together and make my own thing.
Alright, coming up as a kid, I mean, I looked up to Travis Pastrana quite a bit, and like Ricky Carmichael, and just those kind of guys. I really liked Pastrana just because he was always super nice to me, and I mean, my family and I would go to a lot of Supercross races, and I'd always wait in line to see him. And after a few times him seeing me and stuff, he'd like remember my name and stuff, and like I remembered that. He was just always super cool, and so like I just try to be like him. If anybody comes up to me and is if they're supporting me, then you know I'll do whatever I can to help them out or do whatever. You know, I just like the way he was, and that really you remember that when you're kids, and it's cool. And then Ricky Carmichael is just always number one pretty much, and I mean that's where I'd like to be someday, and just got to keep working and progress over the years, and we'll see how it goes.
No, when I was little it was like, alright, what can we afford? So Pops was out there, we were getting like, at that point it was AXO gear or something, I don't know, it was old, like leather boots, like the whole deal. We went cheap route, but growing up, I always liked watching Kevin Winham just because of his style, and obviously McGrath, especially in Supercross, so it was like by far the best style, and that's what I wanted to do. Is like, oh, I want to look sick on a bike and like have that kind of flow, and that's who I've always grown up watching and riding. That's what I wanted to be. So.
When I was little, I started riding in like 95, 96, so McGrath was kind of my guy, obviously. He was the man then, and I want to think, it wasn't my first helmet, but like, maybe my second helmet was like his Bell replica. It was pretty sick, back on the Cobra days.
Yeah. So, it was pretty sick to have Jeremy's helmet, huh?
Oh yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm pretty sure I still have it. I like try to keep all my helmets from all the years, so pretty sure I still got that guy.
My favorite rider growing up would have to be Rick Mellon.
Good luck.
Thanks, man. I always idolized him. And, you know, he's just sucking down cigarettes all the time and just doing his deal.